Okay, Patch, you ready for a walk? Yes? Are you excited? You excited? Let's go for a walk. Come on then. Oh, it's a bit cold. Okay, so this is our new home, and we just moved in a couple of days ago. We just flip you around. I'm just going to take Patch out for a walk, and it's about 8 a.m. in the morning, Sunday morning, so just keep my voice down as we leave the streets. And I really just wanted to share an update on what's been going on for the last few days in our lives. And it's been quite some experience so far today. Been up, had a long bath, caught up on some comments, meditated, wrote a song called Becoming Happiness, and now taking Patch out for a walk. And we live in Dunbar in Scotland. And we just moved to this house last week. So yeah, the summary of the adventures last week were on Tuesday, the removals company called Guardian, who have a big owl on the side of their lorry, they came along to start packing up our stuff. Come on, Patch, come on. And they were amazing. They were really, really good. Like, they packed most of the house by the end of Tuesday, and they'd been really thoughtful because we were still staying in our old house for the night, and they'd pulled out things that they thought might be helpful for us, like shampoo and toothbrush and breakfast cereal, and kept out our passports just in case we needed those, and just everything was really well cared for. Really lovely people. Come on. And this is the old wall that runs just along the side of our house. So it's at the foot of our garden. We're about to just pass. I'm doing like a U shape. We're just about to pass our house wall just now, and you can see it's much taller on this side. Because I'm like 8 foot tall, so it must be like 15 foot tall. No, I'm about 5'7", and yeah, I think this is it. Just here is our wall. So yeah, you can see it's pretty high. So yeah, we got packed up on the Tuesday, and then so we stayed in our old home on the Tuesday night, and then come on, Patch. And then on the Wednesday night, through the Wednesday, we'd got everything packed, all the beds and everything else, like all the big stuff. And at that point, you could describe the stress levels as starting to get a bit higher and higher, because we hadn't signed the contracts yet. So in Scotland, what we do is we're called missives or contracts. And what these are like is basically a contract to say that you're both parties for the buying and the selling. You're totally you're total in agreement, and that if anything goes wrong, then you pay each other money and blah blah blah, all the legal stuff that is a precursor to the actual transaction itself. And our solicitor, who is just amazing, she had basically taken us through this whole process, and she's done it quite a few times because we move house quite a few times. And so, yeah, she was really, really good. She was just like telling us each step of the way what was going on, who she's talking to. There was a few surprises on the way after we'd got the verbal acceptance. And so she was really amazing, just helping us get through the stress of it. And then in the last few days, when we still hadn't signed the contract, so we're just like, just want it to be signed and then have like a smooth moving day. but we knew we were part of a chain, and so there was people buying and selling before us, and they all had to complete their contracts first. So they did. Thankfully, it all happened just about Wednesday afternoon, about 2:30, 3 o'clock, I think. So we were just trying to keep busy. Kirsten and I were like out. We'd had lunch on the day, on the Wednesday, and we were still talking to Vary, our solicitor, just trying to keep calm and kind of ride the waves of the anxiety, and really just having trust. Like, it was funny, like my intuition was it would complete the contracts just the day before, and it would all work out fine. And the good news was it did. So we got all that signed, and then so we were on track for the move on Thursday. Wednesday night we stayed in the motorhome. My daughter went off to school as usual. In fact, what was quite funny was on the Tuesday, Wednesday, she didn't see the removals company because they were about an hour and a half drive away, and so they would arrive just after she'd gone to school, and then they'd finish before she came back. And then we stayed the night. It's really beautiful sunrise. just sharing. Let me see if I can flip it around and show you. Let's try back. We'll try again. Back camera. There we go. So yeah, she'd managed to like totally miss the removals company, which was really cute. And we then so we stayed in the motorhome in the garden on the Wednesday night. We got ready for cleaning. So we'd actually managed to do some cleaning. Let's flip you back. We did some cleaning on the Wednesday. It was a big house, like 6 bedrooms, like a sunroom, living room downstairs, a dining room, kitchen that was knocked through, and as you know, a studio, like a big garage, and then there was also the 6 bedrooms themselves, and then the garden was quite a lot of work as well. So yeah, we spent hours and hours cleaning and clearing, and it was really cool because we really wanted to leave it in the best possible condition, and it never looked so clean. The removals company did a great job in taking literally everything. So cleaning a totally empty house was really good. Anywho, Thursday, and then it was quite funny because we were starting to get some anxiety about, we've got like 6 bedrooms, and like we're now going down to 4 bedrooms. There's so much stuff. What are we going to do with all the stuff? And that was really funny, because the irony is that I was just watching these dogs playing. It's really funny. Oh, sorry, Patch. The irony is that the new place is just perfect in every way. Now, Patch is doing what dogs do, and I'll try not to get this on camera. I'm just getting a bag ready. Okay, so excuse the funny angle. Let me just do this. This is really hard with one hand. So yeah, there was us worried about how all this would work out. Come here, Patch. But I think a big thing for us was also just the hello. Come on then. So apologies for the the interlude. Okay, we're back. A dog and a dog poo later. Where was I getting to? So yeah, the cool thing was we got to our new home, and when we got in the afternoon, now we were quite late. We'd driven through to North Berwick, the town that I grew up in, not far from here, which is where we're collecting the keys. We got the keys and drove back, but by the time we got back, it was too late for the removals company to load all our stuff in. And I'm so glad that it was too late for them. You know, many companies would just like keep going into the night, and that would have just been way too much. And see, Patch has got a couple of friends. Hello. Hey, yeah. Come on then. Let's go. Come, Patchy.
Likes to sound our own voice.
Come on. This way. Come on. So friendly dogs. Okay. So where did I get to? Oh yeah. So the removals company finished by 5 p.m. and so I think we only got the keys about 4. So there's no way you could like load a 4-bedroom house plus probably too much stuff still, which is really cool actually, because so we got to the house and it meant that we still had, like, because we had our motorhome with us, we had bedding, like duvets, and we also had like little mattresses that we use in the motorhome itself, and then, you know, toothbrushes and spare change of clothes and even some cutlery and stuff like that. So actually we could easily stay the night in our house, in our new house, without any of the stuff being delivered. And so that's what we did, and it was so cool. When we got to the house, my wife and daughter had seen it before. Come on, Patch. Come on. They had seen it before, but not my son. And my father-in-law was with us as well, and we just got into the house, and it was just it's just perfect. It's literally like if I said to the universe, "Dear universe, I would like the perfect home for my family and I, and I'd like it to be 4 bedrooms with space for, so 3 bedrooms for us, plus a space for me to be able to do my part-time day job. And then I'd also like space for a studio and like storage space for the family, a beautiful garden, the location to be in town, and we're just going to turn around here, Patch. It's even closer to town than we were previously, so to the high street here, and to have a beautiful view. And we're walking around the view just now. I mean, this is it. It's like this big. There's a primary school just over here. There's a railway just behind me, and there's this big sports centre which has 3 or 4 football fields, and I really don't know where to begin. I think it has all these things and more. Like, it has more things that we even expected. So the house was just immaculate. It's a 20-year-old house, but the owners had put in so much love and attention to detail. Like, it just filled our hearts with so much joy. The amount of effort they put in, the amount of love they put into creating it. And my friend and dear friend and coach, Sheila McNeil, had also been telling me and like sharing her owl paintings. Well, we spotted on the side of the removals company lorry was also owls, and then in the garden there was an owl, like this big kind of ornamental owl, and the owners had left this loving like message of a couple of pages, and it told you all about it, and it just said the owl wanted to stay, which I thought was really nice. And yeah, I don't know what else to share. All the human things, like it has a great downstairs toilet. Before, Kira had one in her room, which is quite hard for us to access, so that's really helpful. It's got a huge driveway for our motorhome, so Rolly, our motorhome, is sat very proudly and very boldly in our driveway. I think you could fit like Rolly probably plus. He's about 7.5 meters long. I think that's like 21, 22 feet. And two cars in there, which is just huge. The garden's all beautiful and just immaculate, and the garage area is really nice. Now, although it's not converted, like it's not heated, it's not insulated, just like the previous one. It has electricity and lighting, and it also has like a flooring, partially kind of floored with matting, which is quite cozy and probably really good for sound deadening. And then like my wife and I's bedroom is just beautiful. It's huge, and then the kids' rooms are just fantastic. They've got really lovely views just out over the football fields, and the house is facing east, and the garden's facing west, and you just get this beautiful. Let me flip you around. You just get this beautiful view either side. Is this going to work? Back. There we go. So you actually, the house is, well, if you could zoom in, you'd be able to see the house just now. And yeah, it really, and there's many more things, which I won't bore you to deal with, to bore you with. But yeah, what I really love is that if you just like place your trust in the universe and just surrender to, there was 2 other houses that we'd offered on that we didn't go ahead with, or that didn't accept our offer. And then when this house came along, we thought it was too good to be true. And like all the things that are important to us as a family, which you can't put a price on, are just so perfect. And yeah, and it is really funny because going through this experience of, a house is external to me, it is out with me, yet like today's meditation was all about, the message I got from my guides was all about becoming happiness, no matter what's happening outside of you, to become happiness. And it's true. I feel like, once the kind of honeymoon period wears off of our new home, all the same things that I had challenges with before, they're still there. They're still there in my life. Yet I do feel better equipped to be able to deal with them. Come on, Patch. Come on, buddy. I feel that I have more time and energy. There's really simple things like it would take about an hour and 15 minutes to vacuum or hoover our old house. I do that every Friday or Saturday morning. And now, I don't know, I think I did it in the whole house in maybe 15 or 20 minutes. Oh, it's this beautiful crow. Hello. And although we've got just tons and tons of stuff, there's still, the garage is almost full to the ceiling with stuff. We've managed to get rid of even more stuff. So as well as I think there was 16 carloads before we moved, somewhere between 14 and 16, and now we have, oh, I don't know, we must have done 3 carloads yesterday. Now some of it was some of the packaging that we're putting into recycling from the removals company, but we've taken at least one set of like carload of furniture. The car is like a small van. It's like an estate car that the back fully comes open, so we can fit tons and tons in it. So yeah, there's more stuff to get rid of, to donate to charity, etc. So yeah, really just wanted to give you an update and share some of those experiences, and looking forward to sharing more, especially as we get settled. And here I am back at the giant wall, which our house is just on the other side of. So yeah, wishing you all the best, and if you're watching this, I hope that you follow the big life changes that you need to in your life to free up your energy and your money, and find what's important to you, and know that out there is the perfect timeline, the highest timeline of you waiting for you to step into it, and it is really beautiful. And when you allow the universe to give to you, and for you to receive unconditionally, you can step into this beauty. Sending my love from Scotland. Love you.